Hey everybody, we're back to continue the Resident Evil marathon with the single most important Resident Evil game. Hey Ben, how you doing tonight?
Resident Evil.
There we go. Do I still have my save file of this from years ago? From the last time I played this? No, I do not. Oh yeah, I've been saying for a while Capcom should bring Outbreak back. The online infrastructure just wasn't there, the support wasn't there when this game came out. Of course, it had no online mode in Europe, so it's not like we can get sad about the servers being shut down because we never got to use them.
Outbreak.
It was a typical night at Jay's bar. Some uninvited guests crashed the party. Our race for survival was just beginning. I'm going to play as Alyssa. Well, on console it was, certainly. No, I don't need the inventory space in this first scenario. So, Resident Evil Outbreak, originally called Resident Evil Online, pre-release, was a multiplayer Resident Evil game that was a really cool idea that was hampered pretty much entirely by its time frame. And Outbreak has, I think, 5 scenarios. And the idea is you would go through these 5 scenarios with, I think, 3 other people online. You could each choose from one of 8 characters, each one having a particular ability that would set them apart from the others. Yoko, as Bane suggested, has a backpack which gives her more inventory space. Alyssa, who I've chosen, has a lockpick. I think she's a kind of essential to actually get a decent run through the first campaign. I also want to take time to mention, actually, we are now on a new PS2 setup. We are actually running this through component cables. And I've got to say, I'm kind of pretty happy with this. So what did I do? I was originally running it through a PS2 to HDMI converter. It's a fairly cheap one, you can find them all over the place. Visually, it was fine for playing. The problem was I wasn't entirely happy with how it was coming out on capture or on stream. So what I did was I picked up the pound... This opening is brutal. I picked up the pound PS2 HDMI link. The PS2 HD link from Pound Technologies. and you know, it was decent. It runs through the 480i input, so it can support PS1 games as well. It was decent. My biggest problem was, for some reason, the video was coming through too big for the screen. But I was trying to get the Dreamcast stuff sorted, and what I ended up doing was, I picked up a Porter VGA to HDMI upscaler, and I also I got the upscaler, and it also has component slots, like sockets for components. So I decided, you know what, I'll pick up some component cables for the PS2. So I got some PS3 component cables, which fit perfectly in the PS2. Plugged them in, and this is what we've got. I think it looks really nice. And like, component is like the best you can get with PS2. The PS2 actually supports like up to 1080i. It's really nice.
Where's your mind at?
What?
This is also probably the nastiest looking zombie in all of Resident Evil.
Huh? What a weird customer.
Who is this guy? Damn it! He's unconscious. Are you all right?
That's not what he said, subtitles.
What are you doing?
You know, I feel that was kind of an underreaction to somebody just suddenly taking a bite out of your neck. Alright, so let's give this a go. So we have the option for tank controls or like full analog control. It's kind of weird. It's the same control actually that would later be used on the HD versions of Resident Evil Remake and Zero. And I don't think it's a particularly bad idea to have it, because I don't think the camera angles are really designed for the tank controls in this game. Like, really more, okay, I want you. Really more like Devil May Cry or something like that. So let's get out of here. I'd love to play this on online with other people. Oh, they're in. And for some reason, that guy just stayed there. I would be sad, but it was kind of stupid. Well, it not pausing when accessing the menu is pretty much entirely because of its online nature. Even when not online. Like, I have the same complaint with, like, Dark Souls. Well, see you, Cinder. I do think when you're not playing online... Oh, Cinder, you're okay now. I do really think when you're not playing online, pause should actually work as a pause. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. Alright, I'll buy me some time. Yeah, I have seen that you have to emulate the game, though, don't you? through like PCSX2. So I've seen people play it online. Yeah, okay. So this door is the reason why I use Alyssa in the first scenario. I never figured out where the key for this door is.
We have to go. Oh my god.
You can eventually break it down, but it takes a while. Chop chop, Alyssa, they're coming. Alyssa.
Watch out.
No way!
God damn it. Help me, Mark.
Please help.
That's it, out of ammo.
Shit!
That's not what I need.
Help me. Help me.
Oh yeah, no, I should totally combine those. And drop this. Staff room, you say? It doesn't help that something I'd definitely call a fault with Outbreak is it opens up and you are immediately, oh jeez, you're immediately beset. You've got very little time. There's no real time to learn the game, which is kind of an issue. And while Resident Evil 3 and 2 certainly have a similar issue, God, go away. While Resident Evil 3 and 2 certainly have a similar issue, they open up with one mechanic needing to be learned, and that's run. Handgun rounds. Grab the gun. Grab the handgun rounds again. Replace that. Why are you reloading a semi-automatic bullet by bullet? God damn it.
Help me.
Well, if anything, Outbreak certainly could have used a Cindy. Cindy, take the first aid spray, Cindy. God damn it.
Help me, please. Thanks.
Cindy. That felt like a critical. Open the... God damn it.
Doing this.
I really don't know how you're supposed to know a matching keyhole.
Thank you very much.
Son of a bitch!
Cindy, come here. Cindy! God damn it. You know, I always defend Outbreak, but... Oh, god damn it, Cindy. Ugh. Cindy, get back here. Cindy. Cindy. Alright, you can die. Done with you. That's the problem, Ben. We were in the Winchester.
Oh, God.
Don't know if that's actually going to be useful. That'll be useful. Oh, pick up the handgun. I don't want the bloody raccoon today. Dogs can look up. Oh, god damn it. Also the virus meter.
Go away!
Please! Is anyone there?
Help me!
That's a poor idea. Reload one bullet at a time. This is going so well. The fact that these zombies never stop coming is a problem. God damn it. We're on caution already again. Open the damn door. Yeah, it's fine.
What can I do?
She's on the floor much longer. Oh, there we go, finally. Come on, Cindy. Alright, see you, Cindy. Oh, Cindy's dead. No, I couldn't find a staff room key. Never been able to find it. I think the way the game starts is way too testing. Because it's got some good ideas, but you have to get past that opening bit. With the zombies that just won't stop coming. Maybe we'll ditch this after this head aim. Oh, that's wonderful. Can't go that way. How many zombies are down there now? God damn it. Oh, where's this key?
Don't come here!
Yeah. Zombies being able to chase you so far and know exactly where on a map you are is kind of a pain as well. Alright, what's this? Yeah. Kind of a problem they've put the single player file this far in. Alright, da-da-da-da. Uh-huh. So this is just how to play Resident Evil at this point. Uh-huh. Forklift key. Yeah. Oh, it's gotten warm again today.
Please help me! Scream for me!
Help me! The biggest problem is your AI partners are idiots. God, get off me! Oh, jeez. Okay, come on. Okay, it's going up. Now we can go up there and crawl where zombies can't get us. Come on, Mark. Mark! Come on, Mark. God damn it.
Hello, is someone there?
Go on, Mark, up the ladder. If you don't come up the ladder, I'm not coming back down for you. I only gave up a bunch of bullets trying to help you. God, I remember I did this scenario a bunch back on, I'm not saying back on PS2. When would I have gotten this? In college? Yeah, back in college. Then there was that short period in, I think it was after college, that I had Outbreak File 2. Listen, I think this game could really do with a tutorial scenario. Did Outbreak 2 have a tutorial scenario? Okay, that is not helpful. Okay, let's get out. Anything in here? What's this? What is... Is there anything of actual... Oh, I can climb. Okay. Yeah, the AI companions are not the best. Them having their own personality more often than not just means they'll wander off and probably never make it.
Watch out!
Actually ram the right thing, you moron.
Watch out!
It also doesn't help when, especially in this scenario with you being on such a time limit with zombies pretty much right behind you. Stuff like this. And it takes so damn long to break.
Attention everyone. Due to the riots in progress, this area will be closed off soon. Please proceed to this checkpoint immediately. If you do not leave the area in time, we cannot guarantee your safety.
That's a weird idea. That's a really weird idea.
Go away!
Oh, Mark's fine now. He must have found a healing item. But, like, thematically... Uh-oh. 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 Mark, help me up, help me up. Thematically, I get why you'd start with this scenario. The problem, again, is this scenario is, like, immediately more hostile than a lot of the others start off as. Oh, the one scenario where you really need them to be helpful. And again, I have no idea how you're supposed to actually figure out what lockpick's best for this. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's working. Like, really, that tells me nothing about what lockpick to use. Really feel like I'd just be better bashing the damn thing. Mark, come on. Taking the elevator. It's a good thing it's not a fire. Get out of the way, lady. Get off me. Come on. You know, it's nice that RE2 introduced a visual indicator. Visual indicator for your damage, but my god, making you move slower when you are more damaged is one of the worst things.
You startled me. I'm surprised you're still alive. The whole city's a war zone. We need all the help we can get. Now, move the police car over there to build a barricade.
This really only makes sense if you're playing as Kevin. Because why else would he be talking to a random civvy like that?
Scream for me!
At this point, I suppose the question becomes, why couldn't we have just gone through the door of Jay's bar? Why all that running around? Okay, is that actually a barricade? Alright. Surely the easier thing would have been to, you know, get in the car, pull the handbrake off. I have to push this car as well. Oh, jeez.
Give me a minute! Ah! 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 Wait! Never.
Oh god, they're getting closer. We gotta go, now!
Well, that needed 2 separate loading screens. What is this, Sonic 06? Grab you. Jeez, these zombies just crawl through everywhere. Do you want to keep going there, buddy? There we go. Thanks, Mark. It's really helpful, Mark.
Don't come here! Go away!
Oh, come on.
Go away!
Oh, God. I don't get why it took at least, like, well over 20 shotgun shots to do that.
Hey, listen, you should go now. That's a fuel tank. Leak the gas and use it to burn these bastards. Do it now!
I forgot how disjointed and messy this entire thing felt. Jeez. This is great, I can't even outrun the zombies. I'm gonna bloody die here. Yeah, take Mark. I'm also gonna have to make my way back down there, aren't I? For the lighter. Oh, no, I'm down. Virus is speeding up.
Help me. Give me a minute.
Mark is in danger. Can't do anything. I think we're about done here. Oh, Mark's on the floor as well. Maybe I've defended Resident Evil Outbreak too much.
Help me.
Mark's dead. I'm about to die because this game has a horrible mechanic with this. There we go, we're dead. What a horrible opening. Thank God Left 4 Dead would come along, what, like 3 years later and show us how to do this better. Ugh. Anyway, I think we're gonna swap it up for another game that isn't particularly well loved. Honestly, Bane, the MMO, the multiplayer focus on it, and the fact that we were forced to play it single player, notwithstanding, I think that is a bad scenario to open up on. Really do. Like, the way that scenario is just presented is not friendly. It's not a scenario you should begin on, especially with the logistical issues that you get with it. Of... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, that scenario starts off and you are on such a time limit and you have no time to figure any of the crap out, and it's a problem. It really is. Don't you take those memories. Exactly, you're immediately under pressure while you're still trying to learn the way the game plays. And the fact that, considering it's the opening scenario, that so much of it is hostile to the player. Those doors you just can't open, that you need to go crazy searching for a key for. Multiple of them. The forklift, the ramming the barrier while you've got crows and probably zombies attacking you. Like, even with other people, that's not a friendly scenario to open up on. So now we're on Outbreak File 2. And this game came out like less than a year later. It is an expansion pack sequel in the truest sense of the word. And it really only kind of gets points because of the RPD. Like, this was the first time we actually got to go back into the RPD proper since RE3. Because Outbreak 1 had the Raccoon Hospital, which is nowhere near as memorable. It had the lab from Resident Evil 2, which was kind of neat, but also kind of poorly presented. Well, chances are, Bane, we'll get to Dead Aim today. There's I think we're gonna run through a bunch of these PS2 Resident Evil games, the spin-offs. The spin-offs that went unloved. Gotta say, this opening is a lot blander than the one from the previous game, though. Although, you know, the opening in Outbreak 1 wasn't really trying, because it was just... it was retelling the events of Birkin's infection. Birkin killing the team sent to take the G-Virus. Yeah, I wonder how much this retailed for at the time. Because if this came out at like £20, like less than a year after the original, and was really just kind of a standalone expansion, yeah, it wouldn't have been so bad. Because this game doesn't really... doesn't really improve anything over the original. It just adds new scenarios.
Resident Evil.
Oh wow, that's bad.
Outbreak File 2.
So it's been even longer since I played. There you go, a training level. Also, the fact that you can go into all the scenarios. Is this all of them? The zoo, subway, abandoned building in the forest, and the police station. Is this all, or was there another one that's unlocked by doing all of them? Also, this. I remember this. This is actually the scenario from the first game that we were just doing. Oh, you get to choose your partner. Yeah, if it went for the standard price, then no, this game wouldn't have been worth it. Training guide scenario is meant to help you grow accustomed to the game's control scheme. Goal is to make it to the roof. Press the start button, open the status screen, press R1 or L1 to go to File. Three files and get to the door. Alright. You know, one issue that I'll definitely give this over the other mainline Resident Evil games is like the camera angles and the backgrounds really do not highlight items well enough. Status screen. Poison. Oh great, I love it when games like this have a bleed mechanic. The virus gauge, which can honestly go to hell. To get back up, you have to use a recovery item or be helped by another player. Wonderful. End of the road. So is that unlocked when you finished all the other scenarios? So it would make 5 scenarios as well, not counting this training one. Square's the map this time, not triangle. Alright. Where are the other files? Like, seriously, there's not even anything there. If I'd run past that when it wasn't sparkling... Physically strong and the fastest of the group. Easy to use, recommended for beginners. Personal items is a gun, so that's not going to take up any inventory. R1 and circle. It's kick. Okay. See, this is the kind of thing the first game needed. Something to tell you how to play the game in a non-stressful environment. Although this is still really kind of poorly designed. I can't even see that. Status screen. Enemies and partners will continue to move. Uh-huh. Hopefully by the time you found what is likely to be your last file, you'll have figured out how to move. Uh-huh. So on a door, I need to find a hint. God, that face. Loaded with special moves and controls, not in the first game. You can walk while aiming. Pick up items on the ground while crawling. You can apologize. Okay. Wait a minute, what was that last bit about a file? Comment on the current page you're viewing.
I think. Thanks.
I don't think you need a full page for that. So essentially, don't rely on the AI partners because they're probably going to do something stupid and wander off. Okay, so you can move while aiming, but you can't turn. I have to go in this room. No, I can't even interact with that door. Approach crawling partner. Alright. Borch just magically appeared over that door. Come on, Marky Mark. That's the thing, if you were playing with other people, where the goal is to get to the end, you could rely on them. But the AI is going to do whatever it wants. Whether that's going to help or not. Ask to use a PC to use their first aid spray. Good work, Capcom.
Yes.
Hey, you!
Kevin, hey you! Hey!
Thanks. I have a gun and I've also taken your only weapon. Now have it back.
Thanks, man.
Okay, now what? Door looks fragile. Try breaking it with attacks. Okay. See, 3 kicks, not so bad. In the original, that door takes way more. It's like that fence we had to break, where it took like 8 shoulder barges. But we had to break it to get onto the roof. Okay, I go in there. Oh, is Cindy gonna be dead now? Cindy! Okay, X isn't working. Let me just try to do it how I did before. You know, the way guns work in this game, you know, it's probably not a bad idea to take a melee weapon, but then again, the melee combat in this game is also not great. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to take her gun. So it said hold L1. Didn't it? Oh, is it just L1? Oh, yeah, okay. See, a manual reload is not a bad idea. I can't climb this ladder. Is there a different way out? Do I have to... No? What's over here? I can't see. This game's too dark. A little better. No, it's not working this time. God, the turning on this is terrible. Is it this? Oh, okay. What is it now? Okay. Okay, I better crawl to a healing item then. Suddenly in danger. Be nice if there was a way to crawl faster. Oh, that's a load of crap, because that was a first aid spray. Why am I still in danger? I'm beginning to think this isn't a very good game. There, what's this? Okay. I have a weapon. Another handgun? Hmm. Need to fight enemies. Destroy the enemy. Training complete. Enjoy the game! Yeah, we'll see about that. That to be continued screen was stupid. Alright, let's go for the one that everybody actually wants to see.
Yes.
There we're gonna have... Cindy can actually heal us, so okay.
Take a look at this. It's a map of this place back when it was an art museum. There should be a ventilation tunnel underground.
And that'll get us out of here?
It should, but it's so narrow you might be the only one who can fit through.
Yeah,
So I
Rita.
can help and come back, right? Looks like it's a race against time.
Now that we've lost communications, there's nothing else we can do. All right, everyone. We've got to hurry up and find a way into that tunnel. It's going to be our way out of here.
I sure hope no rookies turn up looking for work. Because who knows, we might be gone by then. Where the hell am I? This is the East office? What? then what's the point of it then? Gas neutralizing canister? Oh, I see where I am, alright. Evacuation, Inform uncooperative citizens you cannot guarantee their safety. I'm sure that'll make them really cooperate. Yeah, no, I can't help you. You're probably gonna die. That'll really get them in the mood to stop, being awkward. That safe looks like it's been really poorly placed. The police station was originally used as an art museum, closed in the late 80s, purchased cheaply by the RPD for its use as a station because of its central location and ample parking. Chief Hines himself is said to have been the mediator in the deal. All the equipment you see around was thanks to his suggestions too. He says it's all to fight crime, but we think also his art obsession helps. Various air conditioning ducts used in the building's time as a museum were abandoned during renovations, but not completely. The ducts themselves still exist and might even provide a way out. There's always the main statue. There's a main hall with a statue in it. It used to be a main exhibition place, probably a way to move large pieces in and out. Perhaps it still works, might be worth checking out. Of course, if we trust S.t.a.r.s, no, forget it. There's no use grumbling. Anyway, there might be some chance of getting out with their help. Maybe I'll check it out. Certainly don't want to die here. Because at this point, Jill's still in the city. I would have tried 2236. Didn't give me the option, babe. Surely the right way of putting that would have been if we trusted S.t.a.r.s. Nothing but garbage in the garbage can. Is there a body back here? No, there isn't. I want to go up the roof. The reception desk is locked off. You can't get round the side. That's interesting. How much of this place is explorable? I forget. God, these controls are terrible. Don't you use that door sound against me. Oh god, these zombies. The main hall's open. Oh god, the main hall's locked. Bad woman. Quick to the interrogation room. Excuse me. It's weird that you had to go all this way into the police station to get to the press room. Tell me that was a kill shot. What the hell is that? This window ain't supposed to be broken. This hall seems a lot thinner than it was in RE2. Is that a red herb? Yeah. That's an interesting question. Characters like Rita were introduced in this game, but were actually still referenced in...
Caution. Warning. Caution. Warning.
Oh, crap. Why is this room filling with gas? Well, the issue with it lining up with RE2 makes canon. God, I can't get through that door, apparently. The issue with it lining up with RE2 makes canon is primarily the complete difference of everything in RE2 make. So it becomes a case of, did Rita get out through some other method in an RE2 make equivalent of this scenario happening before the game, or is she just one of the dead zombies? Gonna have to go upstairs. Where the hell are my partners? Why is this place full of virus? Hey, buddy. Oh, wait, there was something out there. Excuse me. Gas neutralizing canister. Yeah. You don't need that, but what's this? That's got to be a puzzle item, you know it is. Handgun rounds aren't helpful for me. Might as well pick them up now. God, that came across as really stupid. I'll leave that for now, might get some use out of it later. Is the city on fire? The hell's on fire? Let me get to the stairs, jeez. Oh god, what the hell? God, I'm not going to enjoy this, am I? Well, that's original RE2 canon, which I still think has to be like the real canon. There's no way RE2 make fits in with everything that was after, or even with itself. RE2 make doesn't make sense on its own. Oh, what an interesting surprise that Chief Iron's office is blocked off by a barricade, and so is the main hall. I like that they've actually used the trunk here, the item chest, for this.
Over here.
Where do we go? Where do we go now? Where do we go? Ooh, ah. I guess we're going back down there to check that. You know, I can't imagine this actually being that fun with other people for that long either. Like, once you get past the whole novelty of playing Resident Evil with friends, I don't think this is particularly well designed. We're gonna have to gas again. What the hell? I'd say it's probably a reimagining. Like I say, RE2 make doesn't work. What the hell are you doing here?
I think. Time to go. Help me. Come on.
Oh crap. That liquor looks terrible. Yeah, like I say, I think it's more reimagining.
Come on. No. Let's move.
And in a lot of ways, it doesn't stand up on its own. With contradictions with itself. I'm just gonna wait here until the nuke hits. Oh, maybe I should actually. Someone's banging on the door. Don't open the door, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crap. Why does this guy know I'm in here?
Let's move.
No.
Help me.
Thanks, Mark. Alright, now's the time. Seriously? Where did all these zombies come from?
Let me see. Yeah.
What's this? I don't have a handgun. I know what you're talking about, but wasn't that just one creature that appeared in like the hotel scenario? Because I'm pretty sure that's just a terrible looking liquor. And wasn't that monster halfway between a liquor and Crimson Head also female? It didn't have hair. Didn't have hair. Why is this place poisoned? Get off me. There isn't even in here. Oh, come on.
help me?
Yes.
Thanks, Mark. After all that, it opened the other way.
Kevin!
Crap.
Kevin! Front and center!
It's not played with dead aim yet. Why is this place suddenly not poisoned? Also, you know, the fixed camera angles were kind of to deal with the technical limitation of, you know, the pre-rendered backgrounds. When we've got full 3D backgrounds here, there is absolutely no reason why we should have these honestly terrible camera angles. Like, this is bad camera design. Come on, Mark. If we work together, we can move this. Maybe I should have just done Revelations. Why is this hall poisoned? Get off me. Is this hole going to be poisoned? No, despite, you know, just being open bars. What up, Ben? Yeah, well. I don't know, Ben. That sounds like it's probably just a bit of crap. We've been running around this police station for like 20 minutes and I feel like we've not accomplished anything. And again, why is there suddenly no gas?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Helpful.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it was that. I mean, Remake and Zero, like, for all Zero's problems, Zero looked fantastic, and I think both Remake and Zero showed off just what could be done with pre-rendered backgrounds at that time. Honestly, you know, I would have liked to see more of in this generation. FMV backgrounds like Fear Effects had, and Final Fantasy 8 and 9 did it a bunch of times.
Warning. Caution. Warning.
You know, I think I'm done with this. Alright. But yeah, I would have been, you know, kind of interested to see some of the other ideas that were born from technical limitations on the previous generation make its way into this generation. It's like I say, Remake and Zero's pre-rendered backgrounds look fantastic. They did so much more with them. The use of lighting and shadows on them. And it just looks so much better. I didn't learn until like the HD version came out that it wasn't actually full 3D like Code Veronica was. So this should be interesting. I've never played this before. Thank God that zombie had a gun. You look so stupid there, Steve. This intro is weird. So this is Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica, which was not released in America, actually, which was kind of interesting. I only found that out last year, I think. I don't actually have a gun con anymore. It's kind of a shame. I used to have both a gun con and a G Con 2. Like a gun con 45 and a G Con 2. And I don't anymore, which is a real shame. But I didn't have a TV that would work with them anyway. And even if I did, I don't really have any way to record. And what would I have to do? Cause what we got the setup at the minute is a component to HDMI upscaler hooked up to the Elgato, hooked up to the TV. I would have, to get this working, I would have then had to run through like a HDMI to component converter or HDMI to composite converter or RGB converter, SCART converter. It'd be a lot of extra work just for the gun controller, which I'd consider doing if I had a CRT. Although, to be fair, if I was going to consider doing that, it'd be entirely for Time Crisis. I love Time Crisis. Alright, let's see how this works. Okay. Oh, there we go. We can actually set turn to the right analog stick. See, I did have one. I had an original G-Con, the Guncon 45, and I had a G-Con 2, which was like the PS2 version. Although I think all the PS2 light gun games still supported the original. But they were thrown out last year, unfortunately. And I'm sad about it, but I also wasn't getting any use out of it. Okay, so... We'll go with type E. Partner on, partner level. Want that red blood. Yeah, I was making space. They were in the back room and they were just making space. My mother threw them out. Shame, I could have got some money for them otherwise. They were still working, still in good condition. So, like I said, I've never played this. And this was not released in America.
Evil.
Which is really interesting. Possibly because Survivor 1, Gun Survivor, wasn't particularly well received anyway, and didn't have GunCon support in the US either. Like, this would have come out like very soon afterwards, wouldn't it? Because Gun Survivor was a late PS1 game.
Let's go.
Okay, stage 1, the prison. So this is interesting. Is this going to be kind of... Oh, this is interesting. Very arcadey. I wonder if this was ever actually in the arcade. I don't think it was. There's no new voice acting. Oh, jeez. This isn't the... This is not how the prison's laid out. The blood types is... Oh, jeez. Blood types is a Japanese thing. It is the Japanese have a thing that blood types predict personality. Alright, so what's up here? Oh, new guns. What about the grenade launcher? Okay, grab that key. You know, I want to see what's in here. This is a dead end. Came out in 2002. So, 2 years after Survivor, which, back in those days, would have definitely been enough time. Since we have infinite ammo, there's no reason to hold back. Ooh, a gem. Jewel. 2,000 points. Let's go. You'll have a minute before Nemesis gets loose.
Biohazard contamination detected. Level S. Instruction A. Executed.
So, all of the actual voices I'm hearing in this game are... Don't do that. Oh, geez, hunters.
Biohazard contamination detected.
All the voices I'm actually hearing in this game,
Executed. All personnel.
sound like they're just taken from Code Veronica. I have no idea what my blood type is. Oh, jeez. I don't know what my blood type is. Is this the boss spider? Oh, ho, ho. Oh. The weird thing here is the way the visual, not the visuals, the camera changes. Like when it looks down over Claire's head. I have no idea why it does that. You know what? This is actually kind of fun. And it doesn't control... it feels kind of like a janky, old first-person shooter. I might want to come back for this, actually, for the channel. Oh, is this going to be the goal of every level? Look how many extra rooms there are, though. Now, all these extra rooms you can either go through for more score or just ignore to get to the goal. This has got to have Antarctica in it, hasn't it? Oh god, there were dogs in those boxes. What's with that noise the dogs make? Also, is this straight... With this whole partner system, you'd think this might be co-op, but I didn't see an option for it. Could do with the turn speed being increased, though. It's auto aim. Lickers with green songs. Also, is it just me or is the Steve died? Oh boy. Is it just me or is the model quality of the lickers like way lower than the model quality of everything else? Because lickers weren't in Code Veronica. Gonna just take this. Ah! Excuse me. Also, that was a grenade launcher. It said I picked up a Magnum. Get off me. Okay, not helpful. Camera angle is not helpful. Yeah, this is really kind of neat, honestly. Bandersnatch should not take 2 Magnum shots. Ah, I want that. That looks like first aid. Yeah, it would have probably,
Biohazard contamination detected. Level S. Instruction A.
Would have probably made Code Veronica go a lot quicker if Steve had died earlier. The Poison Hunter? Also, is Steve actually back? No. How am I supposed to do this when that thing is so fast? Continue. Oh, Steve's back. Imagine if that had happened in Code Veronica. So this is really a problem with a boss that's actually way faster than you. You're really just kind of hoping somebody will be there to take the hits for you. So it's pretty obvious that the original Survivor was pretty low effort. But this is also coming across as really low effort as well. Probably not as fun either because of it. Like, Survivor had a fun badness to it. 2 keys. Jeez, look at the size. Look at the size of this map compared to the last one. You got 5 minutes to get to the biohazard room. Yeah, I'm not dealing with Bandersnatchers. Seriously, the noise the dogs are making is just wrong. To be fair, I never understood the concepts of a lot of what Code Veronica did. Like that liquor model is straight up low quality. There, I'll play this till I die again, then we'll try out Dead Aim. Oh, really? Seems like this game isn't really that well balanced. Especially when you're being on a time limit. Like, maybe pushing the arcade idea a little too hard. Oh, those guys just flew up. God, we're almost halfway through our time. We've not even found the first key yet. There shouldn't be spiders here. Makes me wonder, is s.t.a.r.s even in this game? The ones with bombs strapped to them? It really doesn't help that the layout's all mixed up as well. That's really confusing. First aid. Wow, that looked like it's giving me enough health to not survive another attack. Jeez. They can only have 2 weapons. Oh jeez. I'm down. A hunter, a poison hunter, and... Okay. Poison hunter and a Bandersnatch. Also, tire tracks for the... I can't get out. Oh, there's... Bandersnatch had the key. Also, we're clearly where the tank's supposed to be, but there's no tank. You know, this game would not exist if they hadn't made all the Code Veronica environments 3D. That's not fun. No, aim at the one with the bomb. We've gone for that one first, could have probably took them all out quickly. Don't need that. Yeah, it does really seem like the environments are ripped straight out of Code Veronica with no real cohesion. And from the looks of it, like maybe just an extra door added in. No, she's dreaming... I know she's dreaming about these events on the flight back from Antarctica. Because the ending is she wakes up in the fighter jet with Chris. Are those chimeras? Or were they brain suckers? Like what? Alright, gotta get back out. I don't even know where that is. Yeah, I know the ending is that Claire wakes up on the jet with Chris. Not what I need right now. Claire wakes up on the jet with Chris after.
Biohazard contamination detected.
This way.
Level S. Instruction A. Execute.
After the events of Code Veronica.
Evacuate immediately.
Excuse me.
Contamination detected. Level S. Instruction A.
Yeah, brain suckers there. And again, just like the liquors, they looked really low quality. Assault rifle, Magnum.
Contamination detected. Level S.
3 shots to the Magnum.
Executed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Here's the boss here. Nosferatu, really? And 2 Bandersnatches, is that necessary? And when you can only carry 1 alternate weapon? Alright, let's use this last continue. These Bandersnatches are excessive. Like, what, is Nosferatu not tough enough? I guess not, because he's actually going down really easily. And he's also really slow, and his attacks are easy to avoid. Compare that with how much of a pain Nosferatu is in actual Code Veronica. Yeah, try doing this with no damage, just using your handgun. Jeez. Private residence. So what would the boss of this one be if the final boss is the Tyrant? So this one seems simpler, just one key this time. Oh, yeah, Nemesis. Okay, so that model is actually improved over RE3. The bullet doesn't seem to be effective, Bane. So is Nemesis the boss of this one? Goddamn dogs. And of course, Nemesis, the voice lines for Nemesis are ripped straight out of RE3. Yeah, get through this taking no damage with just a handgun. Love to see that. Excuse me, coming through. Get out of my way. No more continues? Alright, we can stop playing this then. You know, I started kind of like, you know, this isn't that bad. And I've ended it like, picked this up for like maybe tenner. I think he goes to like 20 on Amazon. But like, don't know, pick this up for 20, pick it up for like 10. You do fight Alexia in this. Huh. I'm guessing, like I say, they just mixed a bunch of the rooms around. Alright, let's switch to what's probably going to be our final game of the night for the Resident Evil Marathon. Alright, switch it up. Alright. Geez, that's a very vibrant red. I will say though, I'm quite liking the component cables output. So Dead Aim's technically Survivor 3. Which is kind of interesting. Did Dead Aim come out before or after Dino Stalker? Huh. Yeah, I played this game like once years ago for about 10 minutes. That's the extent of my experience with this game. Yeah, Dino Stalker's gonna survive for. It's also technically the last game in the Dino Crisis series. What the hell is this music? Did anybody ask for this from Resident Evil? I suppose the weird thing with Dead Aim is it looks like a very traditional Resident Evil kind of thing. Except that whenever you ready your gun, you go into first person. Honestly, I might end up giving this game a decent look in the future. Maybe just a weekend one-off, or who knows, depending on how this ends up, maybe even a full Let's Play. Let's see how I feel about it. Turn that vibration on. Oh, look at that, movie captions. Okay. That's interesting. You can do almost everything with the shoulder buttons. Are you sure? Because Code Veronica was Survivor 2. So, easily do it in 1 to 2 hours. I'll have to give it a proper go. Oh god, Morpheus D. Duval.
Raccoon City, a midwestern town in the United States, was destroyed.
Everybody who ever mentions Raccoon City has to tell you that it's a midwestern town.
However, Umbrella, the corporation developing the virus, refused to abort the project.
Fun fact, like we mentioned before, that one time I messed around with Gaiden for about 10 minutes. That, you know, not the only Resident Evil game to take place on a cruise ship. There's 3. There's Gaiden, there's Dead Aim, and there's Revelations. And it's kind of weird just how whoa, what happened to the frame rate there? It's kind of weird just how obsessed Capcom seems to be with Resident Evil on boats. It's gonna Darkstalker's gonna survive through. That's fair enough. But yeah,
Why you American spies choose to use such ugly guns is still a mystery to me.
That's not what the subtitles said. Yeah, the original Resident Evil 3 direct that was being directed by Hideki Kamiya before, you know, Devil May Cry happened, was also going to be set on a boat.
I think that cheap cloning burn's going to your head. What do you plan to do with the T-virus?
I'm afraid that's all the playtime.
Oh god, this voice acting is terrible.
Now.
Also, if you ever have a grenade, don't do that, because that will break your teeth. Grenade pins do not come out that easily. I'll have to pick up Dino Stalker sometime. Can have that as part of the Dino Crisis fun. Can have it as I'm sorry I'm not playing Dino Crisis 3, but I don't own an Xbox and I'm not picking one up just for Dino Crisis 3. This opening has been honestly terrible. I'm hoping this is going to be fun, because that was... Oh. Okay, that is weird. Oh, these controls are bad. Like, so this is right on the analog stick, and then this is me pressing forward a little bit, full sprint. Like, oh, geez, this is bad. Like, thank you, Mikami, for coming along and giving us Resident Evil 4 so we didn't end up with a Resident Evil 4 like this. Jeez. Well, yeah, you can get used to anything. You know, there are some legendary people who've gotten used to Sonic 06's controls, but it doesn't make them good. Like, dear God. I don't know why he just shot there. Also, considering just how good a lot of Capcom's games look on the PS2, this character model is terrible. Like, think back to Onimusha 3 and how good that looked. Or, like, you know, Code Veronica looked better than that. Did it? Yeah. Yeah, Code Veronica's in-game graphics didn't look as defined as this, I guess. It doesn't help, this is actually a really bad character design. Oh, I can walk. But only face one direction when I'm doing it. What were the buttons? Oh yeah, the tank controls with the over-the-shoulder perspective was fine though. Thanks, I need you to go to a separate screen for that. Okay, that just happened. You know, this feels like Cold Fear, but worse. If you ever played Cold Fear. Oh, now that I've got a key, I bet the zombies are all going to get up. Yep. Time to introduce combat in Dead Aim. Get off me. This does not feel good with a controller. Like, if I'll give Survivor 2, Code Veronica or anything, you know, it didn't feel that bad to play. Felt a little janky, but, you know, it was fine. Keycard lock on the door, but it's the other door that I should have just gone straight to. There are lights in this hallway, and I have a flashlight, and I can still barely see anything. Why did that sound like a sound motif from Devil May Cry? Resident Evil Marathon was fun once. I was playing good games. I mean, I suppose we really shouldn't forget just how bad the series got at some points. You know what? I'm going to give a point in favour to Survivor 1 and Survivor 2 over the combat in this. In those, you could actually move backwards while aiming. Oh, there we go. You have to hold L1, jeez. You know what? This feels better. Right, there's a zombie. Sabambi. Yeah, look at the map. Where am I going? It's amazing. I've been playing this game for 10 minutes, if that. And the game already has me completely lost. Try the VIP room. Anybody in here? Any important people? Emergency facts from the Paris branch. Attention, Roberto. Today, 3 s.t.a.r.s samples have been stolen from the Paris lab. Our prime suspect is Morpheus D. Duval, who belongs to the R&D division of HQ. His motivation appears to be based on retaliation against our company. Therefore, we are sending out this general warning to all divisions. Anyone who obtains any information regarding this matter should contact HQ immediately. Regards, Umbrella Corporation, Paris. What kind of VIP room is this? There's not even a bar in here. The guest key card. Those zombie voices are terrible. Alright, let's go over for the s.t.a.r.s staircase. This place is huge and it's opened way too much for it up to me this early on. Go away. You know what? The fact that I made it through that without a problem. Probably... Oh, jeez. Oh, this game has terrible frame rate. Can they go downstairs? Excuse me. The fact that I made it through those without a problem really says something about this game. And also, those zombie voices are terrible. I mean, if you've either not got the budget or you just don't care to do new voices, then just recycle the old voices. That's a weird way to introduce a cutscene.
$5 billion.
Yes. We have until midnight tomorrow.
It's nice of them to give me absolutely no information on the story or the characters. Oh wow, my character looks like a complete moron.
Oh, wait, you saved me earlier. You're Chinese security bureau, huh? Looks like we're in the same business.
Same business doesn't mean same side goes together.
You already know my name. That makes sense since they're blackmailing both of our groups.
This is bad. Well, not even just the voice acting and the dialogue.
What's your name?
Like the actual cutscene, the character design.
Might I suggest we simply stay out of each other's way?
Follow me. That's my name. And I don't date freshmen. If you really want to help, then go home.
Fasty.
That added so much to the story. I'm so glad I know more about these characters now. Dude, where the hell am I going? It's giving me way too much space and not enough information on any of this. Yeah, I'm gonna come out of this thinking much better of Revelations. I can feel it. So it's really coming across as like the only good Resident Evil game on PS2 was Resident Evil 4. Which is kind of a shame because, you know, GameCube got so many good Resident Evil games. And then Xbox got Dino Crisis 3. I was thinking about that actually recently and like, that is one of the weirdest things. Like, Xbox got Dino Crisis 3 as an exclusive. For some reason. Okay. That seemed kind of pointless. Since you have to have the guest key card to come in here. It's like, Capcom makes Dino Crisis 3 exclusive to the original Xbox for some reason. And also sets it in the future in space. Like, what? Good work there, buddy. Yeah, if it's locked, then what's the point? There's my health. Still fine, even though I got hit earlier. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Still fine. silenced handgun. What's the point of that? Did they actually program? Oh wow, there's different slots for weapons and healing versus bullets. Huh. Did they actually program the zombies to react to sound? That probably would have been scary if it even been looking in your direction. The hell's this music? Jesse told me this game had a good soundtrack. To be fair, Jason X was actually ridiculously fun. Like, it's a bad movie. It's fun. Dino Crisis 3 could have been fun, but you know, it had platforming from a fixed camera. So, you know. Fast and Furious in space, I would be totally on board with. I'm actually pretty interested in checking out the new Fast and Furious movie, Hobbs and Shaw. Because I like my stupid action movies, and Fast and Furious has become like one of the best stupid action movie franchises. Like, it's really unbelievable just how good that's gotten with it. Just gonna grab this, don't worry about it. You go back to bed. Room service will be along. Alright, so they can only really grab you when they do the lunge. Well, Jason X also has like my favourite kill in... Oh wow, it doesn't even ask you if you want to use it. You press the wrong button and you're just using it. Great. I wasted a herb. Jason X has like my favourite kill of any slasher movie, and that's just when Jason beats one of the teenagers to death with the other teenager. Why is there no quick turn in this game? You know, this really wouldn't be so bad if the right analog stick controlled the camera. Yeah, that was actually kind of creepy. There's been my final report on Morpheus for a while, since it seems he's starting to suspect something. Until further notice from me, please refrain from contacting so that I can devote myself to doing my regular job as his aide. After robbing the lab in Paris, Morpheus appears to be preparing to board the cruiser to auction his items. His obsession with the beauty keeps escalating. One of the worst Resident Evil villains because of an obsession with beauty. Just recently, he has undergone plastic surgery to retain his youthful looks. He often says questionable phrases like, "I will eliminate the ugly things in this world and create a kingdom filled with beauty." Need to take action against him before it becomes too late, since he's currently in negotiations with several countries, including the US. I'm guessing Morpheus found out and hung the guy. Oh. I mean, he didn't seem like a very dangerous guy. I mean, it really seemed like he only had anything over our character because our character seems to be an idiot. I feel like we gained nothing from going in there. Oh wait, no, we actually got a key card, didn't we? Cool, I have no idea what it's going to do for me. Wait a minute, is it going to open this? Nice. I'm a genius. Now, is this actually going to be worth anything? This ship is way too big and there's way too much for it open. I wonder what's going to happen when I pick up that shotgun. So all bullets are shared. Oh, thanks for the info, Bane, but I just kind of stumbled in here on my own anyway. How do I drop these? How do I drop these? You tell me I can't drop these till I've wasted like 30 bullets? See, that bothers me. It means there's probably going to be some kind of stealth focus at some point. Okay, pick up the bloody ammo and I can't put any of this down. Ugh. Good work, everybody. Dining room. Oh, it's roped off with a very small velvet rope. Guess I can't go in there. I'm gonna pick that up. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? No, you know what that noise is? That noise is a Fahrenheit noise. That's what it is. Don't make cry, I'd better sound design than this. Oh, what's this do? Improvements of the facility. Handle open, close the hatch for the pool to drain because this is an umbrella. It's an umbrella thing, and of course it can't just be simple. When you get in the jacuzzi, they're not allowed in the jacuzzi. This is the single worst game I've ever played. All I wanted was to go in the jacuzzi. Alright, let me unlock this door. Alright, good. I don't want to go through it. I already too knew that. Is there two tyrants in this game? Because I know Morpheus turns into a tyrant. Is there another tyrant? I'm sure I saw some sort of tyrant in like a... What was it? The opening movie where that really weird music video was playing. It didn't look like the Morpheus Tyrant because, you know, the Morpheus Tyrant is very visually distinctive. There are 2 Tyrants, alright. God, the TG virus is so stupid. Alright. You know, even with the lack of information on where to go, and really, wow, these zombies look terrible. Like, even with the lack of information on where to go and just how open this is from the offset, with how quickly we seem to move along through everything, I could really understand how this game can be done in like 2 hours. Oh, there's 3 tyrants, jeez. Something's compensating. Get off me. Well, it's fortunate I just happened to look across all that. Where's this go? The stairs? Wasn't I here before? Oh wow, that solved absolutely nothing. Oh, this game's bad. God, this game's bad. Can't open the door, there's a tree falling in front of it. It's a very small tree, but it's still a tree. Ugh. What's them we on? Oh, still like half an hour left. Wait, no, I'm calling this. What do you mean, no Bane? The unfortunate thing is there's no other Resident Evils on PS2 that aren't on other systems. So, while this is a Resident Evil marathon, I think we're going to end tonight on an alternative to Dead Aim. Honestly, Bane, it's not so much that it was bad, because it was bad. It was really bad. The problem was that it was boring. Hey, maybe I'll go through it again for my own sake at some point. Maybe. But like, the biggest problem was it was boring. The game should have been cancelled in development, Bane. They've cancelled better games. Yeah, does this game have subtitles? Oh, 16:9. Alright, so Cold Fear is not a particularly good game, however... Oh, guided me to have to set up a completely different system, Bane. And again, with only like half an hour of that done. So, essentially, what I would say this is... I remember when I first played this on original Xbox, and I was like, this looks kind of like RE4 looks, just on a boat. Because, you know, I didn't get RE4 until like 2009. So... let's take a quick look at Cold Fear before we call it for the night. And again, Cold Fear is not particularly a good game. It's not awful, it's kind of meh. But, you know, if there's one thing it isn't, for the opening at least, it's that it isn't boring.
Come in. Come in. Damn it, Hernandez. Talk to me. What's going on? I'm not getting anything here. Marcus.
God, this looks like a third-party PS2 game.
Come on. Somebody answer me. Is anybody alive out there? Come in. Get me another asset out there, pronto. Anything we've got.
Anything?
Yeah, I hear you. This is the USS Ravenswood. We arrived in the vicinity of the vessel and will...
You know, I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me. Well, you know he's the main character because they had to show you his butt first. Bop, dibby da, ba doo, bop, dibby da.
You are to Santos. Cut the chatter. This place is creeping me out.
So there's the whole ship and a storm idea on this game is handled pretty well.
Got that extraction code in case things get hairy.
Boarding party, this is the Ravenswood. The seas are too rough. We're gonna have to head back. You're on your own, people.
So it's got that over-the-shoulder camera style like RE4 had. You can actually move while aiming.
What's that smell?
These old Russian whalers all stink to high heaven.
So, you know, presentation-wise, it doesn't start off awful. Make no mistake, it doesn't compare to RE4 because, let's be fair, nothing on PS2, nothing in the PS2 generation compared to RE4. But, you know, it's a cool idea and it's executed at least somewhat competently when they start. Seriously, what was with Resident Evil and cruise liners? Alright. That was interesting. There's got to be more in here than just that. Otherwise, that's a completely avoidable scare. Yeah, I feel like this is the aiming solution. This is way better than Survivor. Of course, the issue with the aiming here is like with the way the ship's going. Also, this music is intense. Hey buddy, how you doing? You didn't check if he was alive, just decided to immediately search him. So I don't even remember who it said developed this, but it was a name that I didn't recognize. Yeah, I actually have Evil Dead Regeneration and a Fistful of Boomstick, and I've never played either of them. The only Evil Dead game I ever played was Hail to the King on PS1, and that's not a good game. That's a Resident Evil clone through and through. The code's going to have been in that room, isn't it? I mean, we've got the weekend one-offs coming up to try new stuff out without having to fully commit. So, you know, Evil Dead could be good for that. Who knows? Anything could become a full playthrough. Sonic 06 is eventually going to be a full playthrough. We're going to get there one day. In the distant future. Ella just noticed the resistance meter. Yeah, Hail to the King is bad. And you know, there's a bunch of games like it on PS1 that did the Resident Evil clone thing. And people say like tank controls are bad, like all tank controls. And it's not true. There are bad tank controls. Not all tank controls are bad. And stuff like Evil Dead, Hail to the King, and Countdown Vampires, like, ugh. Those are bad tank controls. I don't even know where I'm going. Stuff's on fire. Feel like I'm not getting anywhere. That's where I came from. Anything over here? Nope. Well, I at least want to get inside the ship proper. Is there something in here I'm after? See, I've played New Nightmare for maybe 20 minutes. What did I pick up New Nightmare on? I think it was PS2. It wasn't bad. The most notable thing about New Nightmare for me was its Game Boy Color version. Which, you know, actually surprisingly similar to Resident Evil Gaiden. Really don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, honestly, like, check out the Game Boy Color version of New Nightmare. It's actually really surprising. Can't even search this guy again. We're just not getting anywhere here. They always hate it when you're stuck on, like, the first screen of a game. Did I pick up... I've got New Nightmare on Dreamcast now. New Nightmare is an interesting game with just how many versions of it there was. It's weird for a game to have like a PS1, a Dreamcast, and a PS2 version. Alright, you know, I'm gonna back up here and I'm gonna shoot something. Okay, is that going to get me anywhere? There we go, we're getting somewhere now. Sorry, that took so long. Stupid waves. Quick, get inside.
These Russian boats aren't exactly built the same color. I better read the inscriptions so that I don't get lost. See how much of my Russian I still remember.
Okay, what does that Russian say? Main deck. I actually have to aim at it to figure it out.
Maybe I can shoot this thing. It's unlocked. The damn thing's locked from the inside.
There we go, we're actually getting somewhere. It's only taken us like 15 minutes.
Мы окружённые! Они повсюду! Они идут прямо на нас! Тихо! Они могут нас услышать! Помогите мне открыть эту дверь! Она закрыта на ключ, мы пропали!
Hey!
Осторожно! Один из них за углом! Черт! Огонь!
You know, feel like I don't know what's going on here, but self-defense. I miss the days when you could actually see things in games before everything got so small.
This valve must control the sprinkler system.
Yeah, I miss the days when you could actually see things in games before everything got so dark. Right, what valve? That valve, okay. Was it highlighting the sprinklers there, or that piece of paper on the ground? Yeah. You know, the fixed camera angles, following you like this, then switching to the over-the-shoulder, is very reminiscent of one of the earlier versions of RE4. Not necessarily a Silent Hill marathon. The difference between Resident Evil and Silent Hill is the Silent Hill games aren't quite as short, for the most part, and I'm less familiar with them. It's like RE2, RE3 knockout in 2 sessions fully. But, like, Silent Hill is a series I am way less familiar with. So probably less Silent Hill Marathon, but definitely actually taking a look at Silent Hill at some point. So that's the thing. I think, like, atmosphere-wise, Silent Hill 1 still really holds up. Was there even anything in here? God, that seemed pointless. Yeah, I think, like, atmosphere-wise, Silent Hill 1 really holds up and doesn't get a lot of love, and then visually, Silent Hill 2 and 3 is still fantastic looking.
Oh, you bastard! Whoever you are, will open!
And then there's Silent Hill 4, which has so many good ideas, but is, like, gameplay-wise, just actually pretty bad. I hate when it goes all dark in games like that. Still haven't found anything. Like, what was the point of this place?
I've got to find that code.
Yeah, I'm kind of done. You know what, let me see if we've got some fun we can end on, actually, that isn't going to take much effort. I will say, though, as far as Silent Hill goes, I have all of the console Silent Hill games except Downpour. So we can go through Silent Hill. Go through 1, 2, 3, 4, Origins, Shattered Memories, and Homecoming, I suppose. I just don't have Downpour. Question is, like, do you want to go through anything past 4? I mean, Shattered Memories isn't a bad game. It's certainly interesting enough. The only real complaint I have with Shattered Memories is that it's not really scary. It's got a solid atmosphere up until the point where you realise there's actually there's no danger for most of the game. So, is there anything we can actually end on for a quick bit of fun? Oh, I should do Obscure sometime. Or Obscure, as it's written for some reason. Yeah, I got one thing we can do for a bit. Like the last 10 minutes or so. That's right, it's Starblade. No, it isn't. Did we do this on stream? But no, we did a tag 2.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, Tekken 5 was the game that got me right back into Tekken.
Fight.
Because I left Tekken off. I need to pay attention. Send the stream now. It can't get any worse.
The king. Get ready for the next battle. Final round. Fight.
Yeah, the opening for Tekken 5 is like my favourite opening in the series. Just because of how over the top Heihachi really gets. God damn it. Alright, you know what?
The king of martial law. Get ready for the next battle.
Tekken 5 was the game that got me right back into Tekken after a pretty sizable hiatus with not owning a PS2. Because my dad got a PS2 and I played Tekken Tag on there for a bit. But you know, it wasn't my system, so there wasn't much time to be spent there. God damn it. I'm really terrible here.
You continue the king of martial law. Get ready.
Way to end the stream, Shaun.
Final round. Fight. You continue the king of iron.
We're gonna beat King before we go today.
Martial law. Get ready for the next battle. Final round.
Fight!
I remember before juggling was introduced to Tekken. Bitch.
You win.
Yeah, let's call it there. God, no, we're not doing more of that. You know what, let's watch the opening. The opening's awesome. It's like my favourite Tekken opening. You know, at some point I'm going to have to do a one-off on Tekken Devil Within. And also possibly Tekken Force Mode from Tekken 3, dear God. Let's see. The Heihachi opening. So the opening here follows on directly from the end of Tekken 4. The feathers and the hole in the ceiling are from Devil Jin flying away. After beating the crap out of both Kazuya and Heihachi in Honmaru Temple. And somebody comes along, probably the G Corporation, and launches a bunch of jacks into this place. Probably Jack 4s, actually. It's like the only time you ever see Kazuya and Heihachi work together. It's like, headbutt Jack. See, Kazuya's got an excuse. Kazuya has the devil within him, like, literally. Heihachi's just that damn strong. I love it. Well, I was never really into beat 'em ups, so Tekken Force Mode was just never something I wanted to do. But, you know, you did have to do it 4 times to unlock Dr. Boskonovich. And there's Kazuya's inevitable betrayal. And there's a big explosion.
Heihachi Mishima is dead.
Introduction to Raven. And then there's this, which I quite like. Introduction to Asuka Kazama. There's Julia, Christy, Eddie. There's one of the new guys. I can never remember his name. I want to say Fei Long, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. That might be a Street Fighter character. There's Lee. There's Big Do-san. There's Bruce Irving. There's Anna Williams. There's Nina. Roger Jr., Kuma, Ling Xiaoyu and Panda. Ganryu! King and Marduk. Hwarang and Steve. Paul, Lei, Law. We're back to martial law as well in this after having forest law for a while. Brian, Yoshimitsu, Jack 5. Nobody remembers who that guy is. And then there's Wang for some reason. Devil Jin. And Jinpachi. You say never saw him again, you talk about Raven? Because, like, Raven reappeared in Tekken 6, and I think might be in Tekken 7, I don't know, I've not played Tekken 7. There is a fun thing to check, though. It's like when you do Raven's story mode, you actually see exactly why Heihachi survived. And it's honestly ridiculous. I love it. So I'm not sure if the arcade version had story modes or just standard arcade modes. Whether the Heihachi resurrection thing was added for the console version. But like, this is brilliant. Oh no, it's not even about Heihachi being dead. Like, I think this is just brilliant. Like, Heihachi's supposed to be like a normal guy who spent most of his life trying to get hold of the devil gene to become stronger, but he's like the single strongest character. And it's ridiculous. I love it. No, I did not know that, Kevin. Are you talking like original Tekken 5 or Dark Resurrection? I know Dark Resurrection came out after online became more of a thing. I actually have the Dark Resurrection Online version on PS3. Tries to end the bloodline? What? I thought his whole point was he was trying to get the devil gene. He was irritated that damn near everyone in his family has it except him. Especially with Tekken 7 turning around and saying his wife had it. How was the arcade opening different? Oh yeah, go for it, Kevin. That's cool. Oh, the arcade opening is different. Huh. It's not quite as cool. Still amazing that Heihachi straight up headbutts a Jack. Does Raven have a different voice there than he does in the console version? Shook by it when Kazumi first had it. Huh. Tekken 5's cool. Like, Tekken 6 came along and they changed a bunch of the stuff. I was never fond of Yoshimitsu after how they changed him after Tekken 5. There he is.
Yoshimitsu, get ready for the next battle. Final round.
We got the green sword again from Tekken 3. Tekken 3 was my favourite Yoshimitsu design. God damn it. Gotcha.
You win.
Yeah, which one is it going to be?
Get ready for the next battle.
Slaw.
Final round. Fight.
Alright. Oh, this one's going terrible. All that health I got back. No, we're so close.
You lose. Continue. 8,
Let's say we're...
7.
Yeah, it's about time to call it.
6.
I really should come back to Tekken. I've been doing like a week of Tekken for the channel.
3.
The issue with that is like more than 7 Tekken games, because we can't leave out the tag games, and also have to talk about Death by Degrees. And Tekken Advance wasn't that bad actually. Well, yeah, I think we're going to call it here. The Resident Evil Marathon will continue tomorrow. We're going to actually do a proper game tomorrow for Resident Evil rather than messing around with the PS2 stuff because, oh my god, all of it was awful. I expected Dead Aim to be better than that. But wow. Oh wow, I've actually got a bunch of people joining now. Huh. Yeah, I want to thank everybody who joined the stream. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. Special thanks to Bane in the chat for keeping me company. Kevin, thanks for the information on Tekken. I always appreciate learning more about the games that I love. Really do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, with another Resident Evil game. I'm thinking Revelations, honestly. But we'll see. It's not as another Resident Evil game I want to do besides Revelations. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care.